Unicellular organisms are one-celled, as is clear from the name itself. Uni means one. And not only they are one-celled, they are also microscopic. That means they are very small. Hence, the entire cell is in direct contact with the environment. And so, the exchange of material is by a very simple process, the diffusion. Diffusion is movement of solutes from the region of higher concentration to lower concentration. That is, in water, here say water, there is more oxygen, so it will enter the cell, and after the food has been burnt, carbon dioxide is produced, which is more in the cell as compared to surrounding water, so it will diffuse out. So, what is the implication? No need for any organs, organ systems or a complicated system. But what will happen in multicellular organisms? Not just human beings or an elephant or a whale, even an ant, a small animal in size but not in complexity. There the jobs are many. Just like in the senior school, you will have different teachers for different subjects. Unlike junior school, where only one teacher did everything because the quantum of information was less. In multicellular organisms, there is organ systems, organs, tissues, and the work is divided. That is, there is division of labor. For maximum efficiency, there has to be division of labor. So, more complex the system, more complex the processes, and there then comes the need for life processes. That does not mean that unicellular organisms do not need life processes, they have, but everything can happen with the help of simple processes like diffusion. Here there have to be more complex processes. One by one we will study the details of different life processes as seen in human body. So, the digestive system helped us in getting food. Not just getting food, digesting the food, so that food was in a form that can be now absorbed by blood. But still the food is in the digestive system in small intestine. In the respiratory system, you studied how oxygen rich air entered the body. Both food and oxygen are essential components for releasing energy. When food is burnt, in the presence of oxygen, energy is released. Now, food is in the small intestine, oxygen is in the lungs. And where does the burning of food take place? In the third place, that is the cells. And within the cells, the mitochondria. You know, mitochondria is also called powerhouse. Why? Because it's concerned with energy. It's also the storehouse of energy because it stores energy. So, food and oxygen has to reach cells, just as all of you reach schools for education. You don't live where your school is, you live somewhere else, but you have to reach school. How do you reach school? School buses, or maybe your own vans, or your own personal car. So you are transported. Food and oxygen also has to be transported. So that is the story of transportation. Or in other words, why is there a need for transportation? Why? Because food and oxygen has to reach the cells, and when this food and oxygen is they react with each other, then not only energy is produced, carbon dioxide is also produced, and many other toxic nitrogenous waste products are produced in other life processes. Can you afford to have heaps of waste in your locality? You can't. Similarly, we can't afford to have toxic waste in our body. They also have to be removed, and that also in a way is transportation.